About 6 years ago, before I moved here to Montana, when I learned about Glacier National Park, this was the first place that I really wanted to go. It's called Hole in the Wall. You'll learn more about that on this trip, but this is going to be a 6-day, 35 miles, 3,000 feet of elevation gain, all in the second day. Good backpacking trip here in Glacier. And I've been looking forward to it for a very long time. It was kind of hard to get the permit, so anyways, left Great Falls at about 7 a.m. this morning. Just got here, it's about 11 here in Polbridge, and waiting for Michaela to get here. She should be here pretty soon. She's coming from the west side of Glacier, but anyways, excited to get into it. Blessed to be here. Blessed to be here.
Yeah, I know. I'm so stoked.
Michaela's here.
Okay, so apparently the office here closes 20 September. So we were supposed to pick up our permits earlier, but they were really nice and accommodating. And now we are going up to Kintla Lake to drop my car off and hit the backcountry.
All right, so when I first started this video, it was 11. It is now 2:30. We finally dropped off Michaela's car about an hour north at the takeout, and we are at Bowman Lake now. So her car is at Kintla Lake. We're at Bowman, and we're about to start this hike. I will put up on the screen exactly what we're doing, but I'll describe it a little bit more as we get this hike started. So, getting ready. Got about 6 miles to go today. Shouldn't be too bad. It's all going to be along the lake, as far as I'm concerned. Super easy, so gonna enjoy it and get scared for tomorrow. Say bye-bye to the car.
Bye-bye, car.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more.
So we've been on the trail for about 3 hours, almost 3 hours, about 2 hours, 45 minutes. The end of our trail today is right over here at the head of the lake. So we've been hiking along the lake this whole time. Very pretty, obviously. You can see that from here. Just a phenomenal hike, but we're here to finish it out. We haven't really taken any breaks this whole time. Like, this is pretty much the longest I've stopped just to record this video. We've just been hiking in at a moderate pace. Pretty chill, but we'll see you when we get to camp. We made it, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Good hike. Pretty chill. But here we are. Tomorrow, we hike into there. We have found our camp spot. We'll put the tent up soon, but we do have to get food going and hang up our bear bags. So that's exactly what we're gonna do now. All right, Michaela's about to make food right here. The clouds are looking a little ominous, not too ominous, but they're looking questionable. So I'm gonna get over there and try to get the tent set up as soon as possible. But yeah, we're just trying to avoid the potential for having any wet gear if the weather does decide to change. It's already getting windier. So anyways, to the tent. Oh gosh.
Maybe go around the other way.
Mess everything up. All right, let's try that again. God dang. All right, well, we are here at camp. There are 3 other groups here out of the 8 sites, I believe. How'd you feel about the hike?
I thought it was a pretty easy hike overall. Relatively flat, some ups and downs, but I think the biggest thing with this hike is distance. But really not bad.
Yeah, we were expecting it to be 6 miles. It ended up being 7.1-ish. Not too much of a difference realistically because the whole thing was flat. So it was really nice, but we're just happy to be here. Set up the tent as you saw. Michaela cooked. I'm getting ready to eat. She already ate. She's probably about to eat dessert here pretty soon. Have some tea. We don't really know what the plan is for the rest of the night. May or may not have a fire. It depends on what the weather does. It looks kind of sketchy, but I also don't just want to sit in a tent for hella long, so we'll figure it out, play it by ear. Regardless, it's beautiful out here even without a fire, so we're chilling. I said earlier at the beginning of the video that I've always wanted to come here, and it wasn't this site specifically, but it's the next site that we have tomorrow, Hole in the Wall. So I believe somebody had mentioned it to me at one point, and again, we'll talk about it a little bit more when we're up there, but pretty sick site. I was the only one of 9 to actually get a permit, and that permit didn't even allow me to stay in these places. It didn't, like, that wasn't my itinerary. It was like an application that allowed me a time slot to then apply to have this campsite and the next campsite and then build my itinerary that way. So even after getting that, being the 1 out of 9, it wasn't even guaranteed. So the fact that we're here today doing this 6-day trip is kind of freaking wild. R.I.P. Brooks. Brooks couldn't make it. Brooks had to work. It is Sunday, and we're going until Friday. But anyways, longest trip I've ever done. Longest distance Michaela's ever done. But we're looking forward to it. Can't record all that much. This is probably going to be the longest video I recorded of the whole freaking trip, because we're trying to conserve battery. I don't know, maybe I'll make it like an hour-long video. Nobody's gonna watch that. And also, I meant memory, not battery.
So sick, dude.
Oh crap! What are we eating? Beach cobbler.
Beach cobbler.
Hella good, dude. Let me
So
see that
good.
porridge in there. Look,
It does.
it looks disgusting.
It does not look great.
It tastes so good.
So good.
All right, back to business. We're about to go to bed. See you in the morning. All we did was kick it with a few of our fellow camp goers. That's it though. So tomorrow, big day. Good morning. It's 8:30 right now. We woke up at 7, packed up everything, and now we're just getting ready to eat so that we can go. We've got a big day ahead of us, as we've mentioned. Last night we were checking everything we could, and it looks like we're doing 9 miles today instead of the 8 that we thought, and it's still going to be around 2,500 to 3,000 feet of elevation gain. So big day again, but we're hiking kind of towards that, but off to the right. You can't really see it. Off to the left. Left, right. Right, left, right. Alright, we out. Me and Michaela were just talking and it dawned on me again that this is a point-to-point hike, meaning that over 35 miles, we're going to see brand new trail every single mile. We don't have to backtrack and go back to where we put in. We have to take out at Kintla where her car is. So, pretty excited for it. Anyways, look at these fall colors. These ones aren't that pretty, but they're trying. They look pretty cool. Anyways.
Okay, so we're headed that way. The pass is up over to the right-hand side, and then basically kind of along the top of that like stable cliff band in the center there is where we will be hiking to Hole in the Wall, which is kind of, it's like a couple thousand feet down from the peak that's hidden in the clouds right now and kind of behind those pines that you see up on that ridge. So it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm stoked.
Got our first really good look at Hole in the Wall over here. We'll be hiking and camping right up there. Sorry for the focus, but we'll be camping right up at the top of that. There's like a grouse right behind me, humming in the woods. But yeah, really pretty. We gotta hike up all this, come over this pass, and hike over like we were saying earlier, but kind of pretty. Kind of concerning because I don't see any water flowing from right there, but I see water flowing from other spots, so we should be good water-wise, but wow. Holy moly. Again, Hole in the Wall is right over here. Actually, Boulder Pass is right up here, so that's what we'll hike over the next day. But we're getting to over there today. We have to hike behind this mountain, and we're coming up through the trail right now. Beautiful, beautiful area though. Incredible. This spot is absolutely stunning. It has stood out the most to me out of all the other spots on the trip so far. Absolutely incredible. Gosh. So I think at this point, this is pretty dang cool to point out, but that's Bowman Lake down there. And the very far end of it, where the lake ends, very far end is where we started hiking. And then we camped where that water is right there, closest to us, last night. To put that into perspective, we hiked 7 miles along this lake to get to the head of the campground. And so far we have hiked about 7 miles to get to the point we're at now. So this is 14 miles away, not by the way the bird flying, but this is about 14 miles away from the head of the lake down there. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sun's coming out, as you can see, pretty nice, but just because I haven't recorded a lot of the struggles of the hike, the last mile and a half of the hike has been this. We have climbed probably about 2,000 feet now. It's pretty steep, not super easy, but I'm feeling really good. I know Michaela's feeling a little bit more. She didn't have the time to altitude train like I have. I've been hiking a lot more than her, but incredible. But you gotta work for it. This is what I mean by steep. She was all the way down there. Now she's here. She's only traveled like, what, 20 feet maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. A lot of elevation. Again, solid example here. Still pretty though. Made it to Browns Pass in 4 hours, 30 minutes. We've climbed, what, like 2,500?
something like that.
2,500 feet of elevation. We're gonna have lunch. I had to dig for my food bag anyways, so I got the camp shoes out. Comfy! But yeah, lunch. For lunch I have some shorty sausages, some fromage. It's just Parmesan. Some dang good Parmesan. Anyways, from here we have about probably 2.5 more miles? 3 miles?
2.5, honestly.
2.5? 2?
Somewhere in there?
Let's call it 2.5. Probably about like maybe 500 feet of elevation. I think the trail's right up there actually. And then we're home free after descending 300 feet. Anyways. Back on the road again, hiking through Browns Pass. I would expect to see a bear here, honestly, out of all the spots, but no bear. But we're gonna end up coming up here, going around, and then all the way around this, and then hole in the wall is on the other side. So is our other camp. So is Kintla Lake. So, anyways, back on the trail. A little windy up here because we're at the top of the pass, but we're headed to hole in the wall here. It's only 2.1 miles away. Boulder Pass will be our next campsite. Upper Kintla will be the next campsite. The head of Kintla will be the next campsite after that. So pretty cool that we have this here to show you what we're gonna do to finish out. We don't know whether or not that's Mount Cleveland. If it is, highest mountain in Glacier, right? Pretty neat out there. Anyways, how you feeling?
I'm pretty good.
It's super zoomed in, my bad, hold on. There you go.
Pretty good. It's a hike, but I mean, how could you not feel good with these views, honestly?
So crazy enough, I was really trying to pay attention to bears the whole way down, or the whole way coming up. And we just passed a group of people, which is rare on these trails, but just passed a group of people and they said that the bear was really close to us, just chewing on huckleberries, so they said we should be able to see it as soon as we get up here as a black bear. And then in camp, they said that there were grizzlies, so see if we can find them. Be neat if we could, and then keep our distance. There's the bear down there. Took a while to see him, but finally got him. Black bear, kind of neat.
Are you gonna take a picture of him too?
All right, let me detail this for you while I still can. We came from the bottom of there at the closest point of the lake to us. We hiked through all of this, and then from the bottom of this valley, we hiked up and around this. We had lunch right about there. Browns Pass is right about there. Came up here, now we're here. Insane, gotta go, keep hiking. And just like that, there's hole in the wall. Camping on a cliff overlooking this massive valley that I've been showing you guys this whole time. There's bears over there somewhere. And the sites are somewhere. I actually have no idea where the sites are. And then tomorrow we get to hike up over that, camp up there, and then hike down. As you can see, there's a bear. He's like 50 yards away, so I'm gonna keep going. Really cool though. Hiking into camp, which is right there. Oop, zoomed in on accident. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Pretty close encounters with bears. And now we're at our site. Not the flattest, not the best. There's one perfect site here. There's another one that's decent. And then there's like 3 more that aren't the best. And we got not the best site, but guess what? We're just going to sleep here. And then the rest of the time, we're going to be staring at this. So, big whoop. Sue me. It's worth it. Oh man, it's pretty. Anyways, we're about to go put our stuff away. And by that, I mean bear bags. The bears were eating these huckleberries. Look, you can see them right here. They're still in season up at this altitude. Those are pretty good still. And you gotta eat them all, you know, so the bears can't get them first. The food area is over there. I didn't bring you over there because when I was trying, the camera died. So we got to camp just in time, obviously. Anyways, there's a bunch of people over there, so I don't really want to bother them. Cool guys. About 4 other dudes besides us, and we're just hanging out talking about hunting. Everybody's talking about where they're from. It's a cool time, but we're coming back up to these tents right here are the best friggin' sight. They can see straight out to here. Ours is like up there in the woods, and then these guys right here. But anyways, everybody's super cool. We're just gonna lay low for the rest of the night. I'm about to set up the tent right now. See if I could get a little quick baby wipe shower in, and then change so I feel a lot more fresh, get warm. Anywho, place is sick. Can't wait to stay here for a little bit longer tomorrow.
That's what I meant by watching it. I feel like we're out here with
our buddies have kind of left.
solid people.
I'm eating beef stroganoff.
Stunning.
Hey, I'll pull that up there in a minute.
Not much to be said. We're about to drink our nightly teas and then go to sleep. Met some good people. Had a lot of fun today. Hiked a lot of miles today. Got a lot of elevation today, but we're pretty tired, so we're gonna get our teas going and then go to sleep. So. Good morning. Day 3 out here. It's now it's 46 degrees, got down to 45. Views are pretty. again, good morning from this beautiful hanging valley that they call Hole in the Wall. It is about 10:30 right now. Some people are packing up to leave camp, and I've just been chilling, drinking this tea, and what a blessing it is to be out here with these fall colors, just how simple yet extravagant and complicated everything is in nature and life. And I don't know. This place is unreal. I don't think there will ever be a campsite better than it. Most people rank it as their top campsites that they've ever been to. Crazy that we got the permits to do it. I've said it a bunch of times, but it's just incredible. Beautiful. We've seen 5 mountain goats already this morning. There was a grizzly coming in yesterday, as you guys saw, and we're gonna go to Boulder Pass today. Boulder Pass is only gonna be about a 5-mile journey. I think it's 4.5 miles from here and only 1,000 feet of elevation compared to the 9 miles we did yesterday and 3,000 feet of elevation. So we'll get there pretty quick. It'll be no issue. Feeling good. I don't want to leave this place. Let me just show you what I'm looking at real quick before I cut this video. That's insane. That's insane. Am I tripping? No, I'm not. Insane. This is my view. This is my view. Hole in the wall, man. Alright, well, we cleaned up as much as we could, and then now we're going to be on our way to our next site. It was beautiful here. We stayed for as long as we possibly could. It is now 12:30, and we are leaving. But man, do I not want to. But we should be able to hike out on this ridge over here. It goes up, and then it comes around again. Come around this whole thing. Then we should be up into Boulder Pass over there. And that's the highest spot of our journey. So today's the last day of uphill, so we're looking forward to it. But let's get on the trail. Hole in the wall right here where we just hiked out of. I'm right about here, racking up to Boulder Pass, which is up there. You can kind of see the trail like right here. Goes along, comes down. Not sure where it goes after that. I think you pop up here and you continue. But the view doesn't cease to disappoint. Kind of incredible. Finally got to the pass. I say finally like it took long. It did not take long. I guess we've been hiking for a couple hours, but we've had a lot of breaks just to sit and chill and look at the view, specifically because it's beautiful, not even because we were tired. So, Boulder Pass. We also saw our friend Doug, but we never even introduced Doug to you, so that's gonna get taken out of the video. Here we are at Boulder Pass, the highest point of our trip. I'll put the elevation of this pass right below. But yeah, final last climb. You can see Michaela down there actually. You're right down there. But that's where we're coming from. Hole in the wall is right there. It's that big mountain we're looking at. The other beautiful mountains right over there. But on to a new side. Pretty exciting. There it is, starting to open up. Very cool. Sure, there's tons more to see. Here's the pass right here though. Pretty neat. Nice glacier up here. Don't know what it is. Back into the tree line, and the fall vibes are hitting hard right here. Pretty.
Champagne skies through the water outside our window, and I still care.
Here we are at the Boulder Pass campground. Looks pretty neat so far. Our hiking buddies here told us to check out the toilet, which is what I wanted to come to this site for, so. Where's it at? Off to. Got it. See what we're working with here. This toilet is genuinely the only reason why I really wanted to stop at Boulder. Otherwise, we would have kept going. But this toilet is supposed to be one of the most beautiful toilets in the camping kingdom. And there it is. Doesn't look beautiful, right? Let's see what the view looks like from the other side. And there. Holy crap. Now I believe that's Agatha Glacier over there. You could see it from Waterton National Park, which maybe there, maybe somewhere, I don't know, maybe that way. Actually, I'm not sure, but I know that's Agatha Glacier. Absolutely beautiful. And here's a toilet, so I'm gonna try my best to use it. Because, kind of insane. Coming out of the food and restroom area, we come to our friends over here. Some people down there, we don't know, but here's our site right here. So, we're gonna set up. Pretty cool site at the base of this. One of my favorite sites the whole trip, honestly.
All right, so for today's stats, we hiked a distance of 4.19 miles at an average speed of 1.5 miles per hour.
Super quick. Folks, it wasn't that hard today. And tomorrow will probably suck because we're gonna descend like 3,000 feet. But until then, we're gonna relax and know that we have the hardest parts of the hike behind us. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have eaten, tent set up, and we're just chilling. Michaela is about to journal. She's about to let her dogs breathe and get them a little bit more color than they currently have. Oh, that was a marmot. Eek! Anyways, eek! This area is cool.
So in front of us, we have three peaks. On the left, we have Mount Peabody standing at 9,098 feet. In the center, we have Kintla Peak, which stands at 10,102 feet. And this Matterhorn-looking mountain is Kinnerly Peak, which stands at 9,948 feet.
Switching spots from our sit rock up here to a new sit rock.
Right. Look at how it formed the rocks too. Like,
Yeah, coming down.
the wave, like how it looks like waves.
Yeah. See if we can get a good view This is where it starts getting iffy. Look at that area here. Huge drop off right there. Look at how it formed this right here. How it formed all the rocks coming down. Crazy. Used to be significantly larger than that, unfortunately. Now it's small. But that's still pretty dang big. Let's play Find Michaela. I think it's easy because she's in the center of the screen, but doesn't she blend in really well? Boulder Pass is a really cool site. It's Boulder Peak over there. I have no clue what that is over there. The pit toilet of dreams is right here. Nothing special. The camp eating area is in here. And then camp is all behind that. But pretty cool. Wonderful colors on this side too. And you can't argue with this. It's just neat. Oh yeah, that's what I'm at the base of. That's cool too. Anyways. I don't know that I'll record too much more tonight. We're gonna chill. We're gonna chill and we're gonna enjoy this just like we did yesterday. Beautiful. Ah, I mean, look at it. Again. Again. Look how crazy that looks. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Tomorrow we're gonna hike down through this valley out to Upper Kintla Lake, which is right down here, and then we're gonna hike out the next day to Kintla Lake, which scoops across that way. And then we'll be back at the car, so I believe we have like 16 miles left to go or something like that. I don't know, don't quote me on that one, but we'll say the exact mileage when we do it. But wonderful trip, super blessed. Morning, pretty spontaneous decision on my part. It's about 7:21. I decided last night that I wanted to go summit Boulder Peak that we hiked past yesterday. Unfortunately, it's super windy. The sun's about to rise in like probably about 5 minutes. So I'm probably about to get up and get out of here. Got my clothes back on, so probably leave the tent and everything, and then just come back and pack it up when I get back. But got a big day ahead of me now, especially with the whole hike back down. But anyways, see how it goes. It's super windy. Alright, I effectively unloaded my backpack and put things in a way that I'd be able to pack them up quick when I get back. But that behind me is Boulder Peak, and that's what I'm going to summit. And we're in the food prep area for camp right now. So I think what I'm going to do, there's no defined trail. I think I'm going to go around here. That's Michaela. Come up and then just climb. It's about a mile away. So 2 miles and 1,500 feet, just about 1,300. Let's see how fast I can do it. It's 7:36 right now. Beautiful. You guys want to talk about elevation gain? Look at this. That's some elevation gain for you. That's Kintla Lake down there, Upper Kintla Lake, where we're going to be camping at tonight. Got up to the first falls peak already. 8:03, so that took 30 minutes. We're making a really good time. I'm probably about to hang out up there and have lunch. Low-lying clouds in the valley, that fog. Cool. Neat. And then you got a pocket lake in here. It's also neat. But views are already extremely rewarding. Can't complain about it. It's windy. I just took a 5-minute break here. It is 40 minutes past when I started. I didn't eat breakfast, so I had to stop and eat. It's hard to record with all this wind, but again, wow. I didn't eat breakfast, so I just ate a little bit of breakfast. 5-minute break. Peak's real close. Had to come down here to escape the wind a little bit. It was so windy up there. Oh, it must be a frog. It was so windy that I could barely like walk into the wind even with trekking poles. So it's kind of dangerous, but we got quite the view up here. I summited within less than an hour, so that was pretty cool. So right now we're looking out towards the north. That's all Canada up there. Glacier National Park. It actually starts at this initial range right here, which is kind of crazy. So that's the Canadian border. And here you can see where we hiked up. See little switchbacks here. I recorded a video down there too. But came through this. That's Boulder Pass down there. And right down here is a hole in the wall. Beautiful. You don't have the sun on it, so it's not as majestic as it could be, but you guys already know what it looks like. And over there, it's just crazy. All right, I'm just gonna have lunch here. Breakfast here. Like I said on the way up, which you probably couldn't hear because of the wind. I started up at 7:30 in the morning. I got here in 1 hour, but I didn't eat any breakfast. I stopped for a 5-minute trail break just for some trail mix, and that's about it. So, I'm gonna eat breakfast. Get my oatmeal. All right, I'm about to head out of here. I've been up here for like 30 minutes. Figure it's time to go back to camp, hang out with the low lives. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna go back to camp though. Got her done, Boulder Peak in the bag. It's right there, peeking through the mountains. It's actually this one right here. Again, took about an hour to get up, and if I wasn't lollygagging running back and forth with the camera, it'd probably be 45 to 50 minutes, especially without the little 5-minute breakfast break. But 15 minutes to get down, kind of wild. Kind of wild. So, feeling really good. There's mountain goats somewhere. They're gonna be right up here. They're kicking down rocks right now. They're somewhere up here.
They're probably up on that ledge.
Yeah, I think so. If we find them, we'll record a little bit. But anyways, now we're gonna kick it a little bit, utilize the facilities, you know what I'm saying? And chill. Cause I already ate breakfast, all I gotta do is break down. Chilling. It's pretty. I'm in no rush. All right, I just used the Golden Throne. It's a little windy. We're gonna head out of here. Beautiful bathroom. I was looking forward to this the whole trip. Mountain goats up here. Can't see them, but they keep kicking down rocks. Beautiful colors. Anyways, it's time to head out. Neat designs carved out by water and glacial activity.
And wind.
And wind. Wind. Oh my gosh, I found the goats, finally! That's hella funny.
Oh, hey!
Right now, they're moving around. Huckleberries. These ones are a lot more green, but these ones are starting to turn. But when we were hiking earlier, you know, I'd show you there'd be super bright red patches on the mountains. Those are huckleberry bushes, looking real pretty and beautiful. I don't know what these deciduous yellow pines are, but I do know that they're very pretty. Yeah, they made this hike down to Kintla super easy because it's really pretty to look at. Everything around here did. I mean, we can still see the mountain goats up there, but we're gonna keep hiking. This is a whole lot more gradual than what we came up. Sorry, it's so bouncy. I'm about to hike a gimbal back here, but yeah, pretty awesome. When I was talking about these things being red earlier, this is what I meant. I get to be an even brighter red than this. Actually, you get to see some of that bright red like right there, but yeah, you got some older huckleberries on here. Probably not super good. Let's try it. Just kidding. It was good. So this is what the bears were primarily looking for. These ones are pretty big. It's like exploding. You see that? They're pretty good too. I'm yeah, I'll take the camera out real quick. It's funny. I'm just sitting here eating huckleberries now. Michaela's still hiking. Oh, so good. Okay, time to get back on. That's the lake. We've descended quite a bit. That's still Kintla Peak up there, and then whatever the heck that is. That's the lake.
Pretty sick.
Are we headed to the foot or the head of it? The head's up
The
here,
head.
the foot's down there.
We're headed to the head.
Oh, so it's literally right there?
I told you, we're a mile and a half away. Ish.
Mile and a half away. You feeling good, Mrs. Sunburn?
I am, apart from the sunburn. I really wish I packed in sunscreen.
Well. All right, here's Upper Kintla Lake. This is a small feed into the lake, and then that's the actual lake there. We will be camping right around that area in the corner over there. This is Upper Kintla, then it'll flow down into Lower Kintla, and those are our last two campsites. So tonight we're staying there, tomorrow Lower Kintla, but pretty close now.
I followed your footsteps. I surrounded you. Beauty and black.
And we're here. And then tomorrow we're staying at the foot of Kintla Lake. And then from there we're getting out of here. But till then, we're at the campsite. We have arrived, and just like I was hoping, we are the only people here. So we kind of have our choice of campsite here. We're gonna look through them. They aren't great though. This crap's not even flat at all. Like, it's flat but slanted hella bad. It's probably gonna be one of these campsites up here. I like that one. I also like the view here. I'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna jump in though. Right now I am trying to go find a place to pretty much jump in this water and hang out for a little bit away from people, know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing right now. I've walked pretty far. I came from all the way over there on the shore. But the place is beautiful. Again, we were about that high earlier where the glacier is. And, we descended all that today, so we'll talk about the stats in a little bit, but let me get cleaned up. I think this is something that's pretty good to point out. We hiked along this whole thing to get down, and we came through there. We were that far away, but not necessarily. I pretty much summited that. That's not Boulder Peak, but Boulder Peak is like right by it. You can't see it. That's what I summited this morning, and then I came down here. Kinda wild. I'm pretty sure that's higher than that. Anyways, pretty awesome. As you can see, it hasn't gotten any less windy, but I sure feel clean now. Back at camp, Michaela was starting to set up the tent while I was on my way, but I noticed she was having a little bit of trouble because it's so freaking windy. So we got that thing set up. Our camp's pretty cool because we get to look out. However, it's supposed to rain tonight. And because it's supposed to rain, we're trying to like batten down the hatches right now and get everything set up as soon as possible. Get to eating, and rain's supposed to start at 6, so we might be locked in the tent from then on and have like an early night, so we might end up getting in the tent, watching a movie, chilling. But yeah. Everything's all set up, and it is 4:10. It's supposed to start raining in 2 hours, so probably gonna go sit on the beach for a while, and then after that eat and then see how long this weather holds out. And then once it doesn't hold out anymore, jump in the tent and then kick it in there. I had my jacket on in the last shot because I don't know why, but it's hot. It feels really good. It's only been like the second day that we could chill out and really have our jackets off and be chill. Not to say we weren't comfortable the rest of the times. Anyways, we're pretty much just sitting here watching the storm roll in. We will eat soon. All right, so the storm started rolling in fast. We called it on the beach and started getting our food ready. We're just waiting for it to finally reheat. I got pad thai with chicken. I think it might be my new favorite backpacking meal. She's got
Backcountry bison bowl.
Chad Mendez, and that's Virga there. Virga is water falling from clouds. Precipitation. Some call it rain. So we're trying to hurry up. Without going into too much detail, we were absolutely defiled by a storm front, and we literally watched the wind and rain come. You can see the front moving across the water, and it freaking hit. It was like, how fast do you think those winds were? Like 60? I think it was like 60 sustained. 60 sustained winds, dust blowing everywhere, you can't open your eyes. And then once that was done, well, I guess it never really ended. It just started raining. There was no dust, it was just torrential downpour. So all of my stuff is soaked. So In an interesting turn of events, Doug showed up. We met Doug at the trailhead for Kintla Lake, where we parked Michaela's car, and then we drove down to Bowman Lake and we started the hike. But that's where we first met him, and then we saw him on our way to Boulder Pass. Anyways, he forewent his whole itinerary, and now he's just trying to get out of here, I guess. So he showed up, my pants were off, and I'm like, Doug, what's up? Doug. He's like a freaking 65-year-old dude from Calgary. What a fellow. What a fellow. Good morning. Day 5. Day 5. Yesterday we got stormed out and we pretty much just rushed into the tent. We were able to get out when it stopped storming for a little bit. The winds and everything persisted and we were only out for like 15 minutes. So that was nice, but we were pretty much locked inside the tent once 7 came around. So me and Michaela watched a movie and then knocked out. Today it's still supposed to be raining and drizzling up until about 12 p.m. or noon, and it's still super windy, so I'm trying to dry my stuff out as much as I can in between the rain. But yeah, still beautiful out here. It's just a little bit more rough. Whatever, it's all part of it. Everything's been beautiful, everything's been fun, but I would just like the wind to stop and the rain. But everything is beautiful and it's on the way. I just realized we came from an elevation that's higher than that up there. That's where we came from yesterday. That's snow. That's snow. Got a little bit more to deal with before we're in the clear. And it's still raining right now. Crazy that there's snow back there though. Come on. It's actually kind of sleet snowing on us right now. Yeah, that's sleet. Alright, we just got fully packed up at our site. We're about to head out. The sun's starting to come out on the mountains, it's peeking through. Still really windy, still pretty cold, but not too bad. So we're about to get out of here. We're beginning our hike here, and there's like 3 different people who asked me how they can find me on YouTube, and to all of them I responded, I don't know. I guess I should know that, but I don't think I care enough. I don't think these people care enough either. But anyways, we're starting our hike. Should be 5.1 miles and like 500 feet of descent. Super easy, super light day, which is gonna be very nice and welcome after all these days that we've had. And then our last day is just a 7-mile hike out with pretty much no elevation change. So looking forward to it. Sun's about to peak out and having a good time. And that's Boulder Peak. I summited that yesterday morning. And then right after summiting that, we came all the way down here. That thing's so high up there, that's wild. Another glacier in National Park. I mean, another glacier in Glacier National Park. Also, look at that peak. That's Kintla Peak right there. Cool. It's the other side of it. Neat. We're already more than halfway there. It's not even been an hour. The sun came out. We stripped down layers. It's pretty warm now. Still pretty windy, but in some areas we're protected from the wind just as much we're protected from the sun. So anyways, saw that cool glacier. I'll put the name of it, but pretty easy hike. The wind took a toll on this forest, and I say that meaning that there was a ton of dead fallen trees, like big thick, like 6-inch diameter trees that had fallen over onto the trail because it was so windy. Yesterday's storm was no joke, so glad that we got through it. Glad everything's clean, everything's dry. We're on to a new day, our last day hiking. Well, that's a lie. We gotta hike tomorrow, but today is our last day hiking to a new site. Tomorrow we'll be hiking out to the car. This section has you just hike on a rock with moss on it. Little path.
Huh?
Pretty neat. Our first real glimpse of the lake. It's not too far out, so we'll be at camp soon. Pretty easy. Kintla Lake. Super pretty. Got that turquoise water. Kinda. Just pulled up to our last camp on the trip. Lower Kintla Lake. It's looking pretty neat. Looking pretty neat. That's out the way we came from. We pretty much came from the base of that mountain over there. But yeah, we're probably gonna get our tent settled in up here and then jump in the water. It's actually really nice. The sun's out and I jumped in yesterday and it should feel pretty good again. But nobody's here at camp right now, which is a first for us, so that's kind of nice. Hopefully nobody comes. Probably not. How you feel?
I feel great. I'm excited. Hopefully the snow and rain and wind scared everybody off, so we can have a chill day. Fire pit, some apple crisp, and some apple cider, and enjoy these views and maybe hop in the cold water.
Cool. Goodbye. All right, well, we're grabbing our campsite. Looks like this one's off the beaten path and prime real estate since nobody else is here. Decently flat. We can figure out something here, but we're right on the water, which is really nice. You can come down here and take a dip. Dip ski! Take a dip ski! That's nice here. Got our own little private beach. Yeah! Yeah! That's awesome. Yeah, this is definitely the spot. Cool. We're gonna get these bear bags hung, and then we're gonna get set up. So as you can see, the last footage was off my phone, but me and Michaela have been chilling for the past hour to hour and a half. She's been up here at the camp sitting down, and I've been down on this little private beach area that we have that's kind of secluded, just hanging out, airing out the body, and relaxing, kicking my feet up, and reading the Glacier National Park newspaper visitor's guide, really. It's been a really good time to relax after all the work that we've been putting in to get all these miles. We're probably around 30 miles right now, 30 miles into the trip, and we're finishing out tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting back to the car. I'm gonna fish a little bit before going home and then drive going to the sun home one more time, and just looking forward to getting home. I really enjoyed my time out here though. This is my first trip that I've ever really done a 6-day. I've only ever done 3 days at the most, and I've never packed up and moved my tent every single day. This is the first time that I've ever done that, surprisingly enough, and I thought that it could potentially be annoying. I wasn't sure. I was waiting to find out, but I enjoyed the whole thing. I never minded packing up the tent and hiking 7 miles to the next place. That's pretty much on average what we were hiking. It was 6 to 7 miles to each new place, so I'm looking forward to doing this again. Definitely looking forward to doing it again. Maybe in a different spot, but I think an annual or every other year, that's semi-annual trip to Glacier to do something like this. Maybe not as big, but to do something like this with Sienna would be awesome. And thanks for coming along. Regardless, we've come a long way. Be normal.
Didn't realize this could happen. Grace would be.
Alright. Unlike yesterday, we're gonna remember to say the stats. What are our stats for the day?
All right, stats. We went 5.3 miles, burned about 500 calories, 550 calories, walked at an average speed of 2.3 miles per hour, and we ascended 492 feet and descended 843 feet. So,
Cool. What was your favorite day of the trip?
I think this was the perfect end to the trip.
Yeah,
Just
there's
like-
nobody here still, by the way.
Super chill. Got to hop in a lake, got to kick back, read, you know, like we're not hurrying at all. But that being said, Hole in the Wall and Boulder Pass were absolutely gorgeous. And I really can't like pick a favorite view because I realized as I was thinking about it that they're so different. Like one is just high altitude, like jagged mountains, and the other is, I mean, they're not as jagged, but the glaciers on those other mountains were gorgeous from Boulder Pass. So yeah, I can't really decide.
I can. Hole in the Wall.
Yeah, there you go.
Hole in the Wall was the best. That's again the reason why we did the whole trip. Why I wanted to do the whole trip. Again, lucked out. Everything lined up. Worked out perfectly. R.I.P. Brooks. He was supposed to come on the trip, but he couldn't, so unfortunate. But yeah, really good trip. We put in the miles and the time for it. We're at about 30 miles total right now, I'm pretty sure.
We are at 31.45.
31.45, so we're gonna cut the video pretty soon here. We'll record a little bit of our way out and tomorrow morning, but for the most part, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It's a
We're about to try to
sick trip.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get out of here kind of early so that we can both get to where we're going. I'm gonna drive going to the Sun Road home. Be pretty cool. Hopefully that doesn't add too much time. Hopefully nobody's stopped on the side of the road or stopped in the middle of the road, blocking traffic. But awesome trip.
Yeah.
Awesome trip.
Yeah.
Cool. Time to eat. Well, I guess not yet. My food's not done yet. I really hope I was in frame that whole time.
That'd be awkward if you weren't.
I was. go.
Let's go!
All right, final stats. Run the stats.
All right, today we hiked 6.7 miles at an average speed of 2.6 miles per hour. Burned approximately 850 calories, ascended 800 feet, descended 748 feet, and on the week, 38.16 miles. So, trip of a lifetime. Definitely bittersweet to be coming out.